Right, welcome to another exciting 4x4 Ventures episode. Morning of day 3 and welcome. Sure, what a day, what an absolute day. I have just purchased my first RTT, and if you don't know what RTT stands for, rooftop tent. So we're gonna do an unboxing. I have Ed here.
How's it?
So if you guys don't know, Ed is from Edward Bath Overlanding, and we're here to check out this rooftop tent from Hannibal. I'm pretty excited. So these guys have said they've thrown in a couple of little extras for me. I don't know what to expect. I think, yeah, let's just jump in and do an unboxing and see what it's all about. As it's come in from Hannibal, it is wrapped really nice. They've put a awesome cardboard covering over the top, and then with a plastic sheet just to prevent obviously any water damage. Big thanks to Simon from Rolbos, helping the guys out at Hannibal. Thank you so much, mate, for putting this together for me and making it sure that it gets up in time. So I really appreciate that. But let's just get straight on in and cut this bad boy open. What's really awesome is just looking at it, it comes in grey. So for the 4x4 Ventures branded vehicle, I think it's going to look pretty sweet. Let's carry on. Cool. Comes with a little bag of struts. I think these struts are for the side awnings of the tent, and I'll show you just now. There's some really cool things about this tent that I'm really digging.
I think the cover is really good quality. It's made out of good PVC. And what's nice about this tent is that the ladder is actually inset into the tent. Most rooftop tents, the ladder is external, which adds quite a lot of height onto the actual tent. What's nice about this Hannibal one is the ladder is actually inset into the base of the tent, so it's pretty level on top, which is really good. Also for aerodynamics, and if you need to park it under a garage, you know that there's a specific height to the tent and you don't have to worry about a ladder on top.
Thanks, Ed, for the input, and looking forward to the next one, mate. Thank you, Hannibal, for the custom yellow straps on the RTT. A really nice little touch. For the RTT fitment on the Ford Ranger, we got JJ in from Automaniacs, as he offers a call-out service, and gave me a hand with the install and fitment of the Hannibal RTT. The fitment of this one involved measuring of mounting bolts in relation to the Exotec roof brackets and cutting out of base plates to secure the RTT to the canopy. One of the things that I have just figured out is that setting up an RTT is not as easy as you might think it is. You need 2 people to be able to lift the tent up and place it on. You gotta get all the bolts and holes lined up on the mounting brackets. Thanks, JJ, for all the help, man. So the mounting brackets that we ended up using were the fixed mounting brackets from Frontrunner. We pack up this evening and we make our way out to Limpopo in the northwest of South Africa. This is my second setup on the Hannibal rooftop tent. Let's see how it goes. I'm hoping it's not as difficult as it could end up being, but let's see how it goes. Guess what I'm using? SUV doorstep. I think it might help. Next up, struts to go into the little side awnings and the ladder. And that is how it's done. I think not bad for a second time putting it up. Seems really quick. I am a little bit knackered the second time of doing it, and it's very hot. So, and there is a little bit of wind, which might make it a little bit more difficult. But yeah, overall, very happy. So as promised, this is my initial impressions on the Hannibal 1.4 meter rooftop tent, otherwise RTT to most of the overlanding and camping community. Now, like I said in the past, I am normally a ground tent camper. I like it just because I can stand up, I can change, and I've got ease of mobility within the tent itself. Now, one of the things I have noted just first off the bat, and it's not necessarily a negative, nor should it sway your purchase on a rooftop tent of any brand, is that you just don't have that little bit of freedom when it comes to getting dressed or changed. So there is a little bit of a height restriction. However, there are a lot of pros and initial pros that I've noted. The first being ease of setup. Something that I find really appealing is how quickly I could get my RTT up, ready to camp, and just get to the fire as quickly as possible and enjoy the camp experience. Inside, I found that the Hannibal rooftop tent has got more than enough space. I think you could sleep 2 adults, and you could be a squeeze with a 4-year-old, up to a 4-year-old child in the middle. A nice addition is the mattress. Last night had a great sleep on the 70mm mattress. The ladder, wow, very nice addition to the RTT. It's quite sturdy and it's got more than ample extension, so even if you're off gradient or camber, you can obviously extend RTT's ladder just a little bit further to make it work for you. I will give you a warning though, people, if any RTT, just be careful with your ladder. You can fall off and you can misjudge those last 2 or 3 steps. I've done it a couple of times. Accidents do happen, so just be careful. Another nice addition with the Hannibal rooftop tent is that all sides open up. You've got obviously the front side, the back side of the tent where your head would probably go, and your left and right panel of the rooftop tent. All of these panels can fully open, both the canvas lining and the little meshing that divides from the inside and the outside. You can open just the canvas, or you can open both, so that you have a fully aerated RTT, which in this heat has served quite nicely because it has been really hot. And the black fly sheeting over the top of the RTT, it does attract the heat, so it is a little bit hot up there. But what I found is if you open it up, fantastic, just a nice breeze just goes right through the whole RTT, making it for an easier afternoon nap, if you will. Another thing with the RTT is for those of us who go to the toilet in the evenings, it is a little bit of a schlep. You have to literally come down out of your tent to go to the loo, which is fine when you're in a bush campsite like Matamba, where we're at now, where there's no wild cats or lions or hyenas or elephants. But I would imagine out in the wild it is a consideration. So yeah, just getting used to the whole thing. I am very surprised at how high you sleep. Being so high off the ground does give you a very nice sense of security. You are away from the elements down below, so your spiders, your snakes, your big cats, your lions, your leopards, hyenas, those sorts of things, you're well away from that. It is a different experience. It is quite enjoyable, and like I say, with that 70mm mattress, very comfortable. I do battle with a bad back, so I might be asking for a little overlay mattress that goes over the top, just to give it a little bit more softness. But it isn't a hard mattress, just very comfortable overall.
Right, so what an absolutely great trip to Matamba Bush Camp. So guys, stay tuned. I hope you've enjoyed the episode, and we'll see you soon. Keep tracking, and we'll see you out there. Cheers, guys.
As always, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. If you enjoyed and like what you watched, please don't forget to subscribe, like, appreciate, and share with friends and family. We do appreciate it. Stay tuned, guys. In the next episode, we join Ed from Edward Bath Overlanding and Chris from Get Out Go and show you what we got up to at Matamba.
So as you can see, Ryan from 4x4ventures really takes care of his kit.
You have to. You know, you have this thing fell on you for a silly little thing for not looking after it, and then you've got no other option. So my old man once told me, look after the stuff you have and it will look after you as you go through life. Something like that.
Perfect.